Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Using unparalleled research in the development of a synergistic formulation based around the key concepts of super oxygenation, the next level in cleansing is here. With key ingredients backed by real clinical studies, the new Oxy Powder, available through InfoWars Life, was invented during Dr. Group's research on the toxification of our bodies. Many herbal colon cleansers are harsh on the body and contain cheap and potentially dangerous ingredients, oftentimes full of synthetic fillers, GMOs, additives, or worse. Gently start cleaning your body with easy capsules that start working while you sleep. Oxy Powder does not require time off work, and there's no need for bad tasting concoctions. Instead, Oxy Powder slowly releases monoatomic oxygen into the intestinal tract and body. Experience the astonishing cleansing power of superoxide and ozonide technology. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to get started with Oxy Powder, or call 1-888-253-3139.
Hey, how you doing, Alex?
Good, brother.
Just recently started using your products. Everything you said about them's correct. Me and my wife both use a lot of them, and it's made a lot of changes in our lives here.
Well, thank you, brother. It's because it also funds our operation, but doing that, I know I've got to have the highest quality. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals.
We do the Super Male and the Super Female Vitality. Big changes, a lot of energy. We've gotten off of the cheap energy drinks, energy shots, saving a ton of money there.
Sourced from powerful organic herbs, harvested around the planet, and then concentrated for maximum potency. They want us stunned and dumbed down, and energy drinks and stuff just cover that up for a while, but then burn you out, in my experience, whereas stuff that gets your glands naturally going goes right to the source. So it's pretty exciting, and I love it. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality and other powerful products from InfoWars Life. Introducing Secret 12, the new InfoWars Life vitamin B12 formulation. Secret 12 is a binary of nutramedical grade, bioavailable coenzyme forms of B12, methylcobalamin, the same kind used in B12 injections, and adenosylcobalamin. Secret 12 is simply taken by mouth, right on the tongue, and then swallowed. No needles, no injections. Secure your revolutionary Secret 12 formula right now at InfoWarsLife.com or call 888-253-3139. Alex Jones here. For the last 2 years, I've been working with top doctors, nutritionists, and chemists to design a nutraceutical formulation that has truly life-changing health benefits. Introducing the all-new Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Blend. Experience the benefits of combining over 14 ancient herbs and extracts with exciting new advances in nutraceutical science. Visit InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
Rallying patriots worldwide in defense of human liberty. It's Alex Jones.
Waging war on corruption. We're here live, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then the InfoWars crew is back. 7 o'clock Central, InfoWars Nightly News. The news websites are prisonplanet.com and Infowars.com. I don't know how anybody out there could be bored. We are living in epic, epic times of just incredible things happening. Humanoid embryos being grown up to larger size and implanted in cow uteruses to then be harvested. That's mainstream news. Spider goats around for 20-plus years, part spider, part goat. Cows that create human milk by the tens of thousands in China. Open-air pharmacological crops growing everything from chemicals to HIV for HIV vaccine. Who knows how this is going to mix with the environment? And there's no oversight to speak of. I mean, just thousands of insane things. DARPA to test submarine drone that takes off from the ocean, can lie in wait in the ocean floor for years before being launched into the skies. It's an autonomous robot. And what does Warren Buffett say? Robot brain to take over VA death panels. Company that ran Nazi death camps to take over the healthcare. And Warren Buffett comes out in a speech we played earlier and says robots will decide when you live and when you die. Well, who programs the robots? It's all about the end of free will. Before we go any further, with Joel Skousen of worldaffairsbrief.com, the editor, excellent publication, a lot of news there. You can also subscribe for excellent analysis, worldaffairsbrief.com. We are listener supported, and we have a lot of specials because folks love those, and we love them, having those as well. This is free will here. We don't take your money at gunpoint. We don't get stimulus money like MSNBC or the other subsidiary companies, or $400+ million of taxpayer money like NPR. We are funded by your free will, supporting us. So we bring you Made in America products in made-in-1776.com. Which aren't much more than the stuff that isn't made in America that we also sell. We give you that choice for a little bit less price. It's up to you at InfoWarsStore.com. A lot of that's made in America as well, just not all of it. Some of it's made in Honduras or wherever. Because sometimes there'll be a shirt I like or design I like that you just can't get here. That's how limited this country is. But everything at made-in-1776.com, the Molon Labe belt buckles, the long sleeve Molon Labe shirts, all of it, a whole bunch of great designs, most of them that I came up with, so they're original, is at InfoWarsStore.com, subsection made-in-1776.com. You can find the best nutraceuticals out there at incredible prices, the Nascent Iodine, the high-quality vitamin D3 Winter Sun, the true methylcobalamin vitamin B12 Secret 12, the lung cleanse, the oxy powder that flushes out the guts clean and safe, a higher form of oxygen, truly organic, Mediterranean oregano, very low price. Ancient Defense will sell out today. And we won't have it for another 3 to 6 weeks. We've not sold out of this yet. It will sell out if you want Ancient Defense Herbal Immunity Booster. And the best part is all of this funds our operation. We don't just get up here and say, send us money to run the operation. We give you high-quality news, analysis, reports, films, the guest. We support other activists for freedom. And then we have high-quality products, very well-produced, high-quality water filtration systems like ProPure G2 that blow away the competitors. We have the side-by-side lab tests by third-party major labs. We have the taste test videos, promo code WATER to save 10% on all the water filtration systems. Don't just hear the claims out there about our systems. Go look at it for yourself. InfoWarsStore.com. Or if you have any questions or want to order over the phone, 888-253-3139, 888-253-3139. I want to thank you all for your support. And finally, it was 3 years ago that I said, we ought to make a film, a 3-hour film, or roughly 3 hours, out of your book, Strategic Relocation. I got the book. I read it. I couldn't believe from my travels how accurate it was just about the places I'd been or lived, even the subsections, where the problems are, where the racial tensions are, you name it. The Secure Home, Strategic Relocation, the book, Strategic Relocation, the film, they're all available, discounted. I produced the film at InfoWarsStore.com as well. So you're supporting Joel Skousen, you're supporting the InfoWar, you're supporting our operation, but most importantly, if you want to get a real map of not just here in the U.S., but every other major country, it is incredible the work Joel Skousen put into this. That's why his book, The Secure Home, is the Bible of secure homes, and why he's such a consultant to billionaires right down to average folks and builds secure homes all over the world. That's another question, Joel, before we get back into Tailhook and Russia and ISIS and the rest of it. You talked on our show, without giving away client information, years ago about former CIA, FBI building more inexpensive safe houses and bunkers under their houses, or really rich people building bunkers at an accelerated rate. Now it's been in The Guardian that they're building bunkers all over the world. They're building them in the Ozarks. They're building secret airfields in New Zealand and building garrison guard shacks and are really scared, and most of the billionaires have left Israel. What is happening with this exodus of the elite and this hardening of elitist positions, and then Russia building giant underground bunkers, but we don't have those for the general public? What's going on that front, Joel Skousen?
Well, the answer to that is that the people in the know, insiders, if you will, I'm talking about ex-CIA, DEA, anybody who's involved in the dark side of government knows that a major war is coming, and it's going to be a nuclear war. They're not doing these bunkers because of terrorism. Your chances of really getting hurt from even the false flag terrorism, which all the big events are, is really less than 0.5% or less, but your chances of being affected by this coming nuclear war with Russia and China are absolute assured. Everybody's going to be affected by it. And so that really tells you something. You know, the insiders see the government building brand new, deep underground bunkers, abandoning old bunkers like Cheyenne Mountain because they know they're targeted. So there's a whole new series of bunkers being built. And when they retire, they're doing the same thing. But you'll notice, Alex, that FEMA is not warning American people that there's any nuclear threat at all. But we, you know, I used to get a lot of flack from people because of my predictions about Russia and China being the real target, not terrorism. But nobody's laughing now. Everybody sees Russia getting more aggressive, China getting more aggressive. It's really just a matter of time. It's driving the elite to do this. And I might say, even though I am aware of high-level government officials doing these, I do not design for these people. I will not work for ex-government.
Sure, I know you just talked about, I guess, your other contacts and sources then and them approaching you.
Right.
Joel, if we had the engineers, we had the time, the media people, we could go back to you 10 years ago here, 15 years ago here. You've been coming on the show 16, 17 years, I guess. You've been on since about 1998 or so, if memory serves, so that's about 16, 17 years. But we could go back 2, 3 years ago, and you were saying China's being the new enemy, Russia, we're going to start escalating crises there. And then sure enough now, you're right, people say new nuclear war, that's all over. Now we have Boehner saying the world's on fire. All these top analysts saying we're in greater danger of nuclear war than any other time. You can see the move. You see Russia feverishly digging in, building, some estimates are 400 square mile underground bunkers under mountains. I mean, this is wild. And then you see FEMA demonizing anybody who's a prepper. And you could see it. Finance the radical Islamicists, get some attacks going, use the Islamic threat as the cover for the hardening and the domestic police state that emerges after the war. And you can really see that more and more your analysis is coming true. Going back, how long ago did you come up with this hypothesis, and why did you come up with it?
Well, I came up with it clear back in the 80s, believe it or not, and published it in 1998 when I was starting my World Affairs Brief. I put out my general theory in a piece called Strategic Threats of the Coming Decade. And the reason I came up with this is because I continued to see how the CIA was covering for Russian war preparations. In 1997, for example, the New York Times published the first article on this big 400 square mile underground bunker system in Yamato Mountain in the Ural Mountains of Russia. And they went to this, and it basically was a cover piece to downplay the issue. They went to the CIA and said, what about this underground bunker system? Oh yeah, we know about it, but we're not worried about it. It's just defensive. And you know, I asked the immediate question, why is it how do they know it's defensive? They've never been in it. General Habiger of our Strategic Missile Command admitted the United States inspectors have never been in Yamato Mountain. It's got 6 railroad lines going in. Russians claim it's for mining, but you never see any mining cars other than removing earth, you know, coming out of it. There's nothing going in there except factory closed box cars. I think they're building underground nuclear factories, missile factories. They're going to be able to continue to wage war even after nuclear war starts. So I've warned about this for many years. It's not possible necessarily to predict when it's going to happen. I think we're dealing with multiple conspiracies here. We have our globalist, Anglo-American globalist conspiracy trying to take down our liberty, who are actively helping Russia and China arm.
Just like the West is declassified, basically helped build up Hitler.
That's exactly right. They're building up enemies in order to create a major crisis to justify the kinds of militarization of police, taking down of dissidents, FEMA camps and prisons, as we've been talking about. It's going to take a war to justify that, and they want that war, but they cannot control the war. They can't start it. They have to make it look like.
That's right, because the globalist enemy is the Russians and the American people, and anybody else under their control. So it's the old trick in the book. Cause the cataclysm so you can then have the excuse to take over completely.
Right, and they're going to use, what better excuse to be able to justify a militarized global government where we lose our sovereignty than a nuclear attack on the U.S. military? Now, everyone says that's inconceivable that the U.S. government would want to attack and destroy the nation.
What is the real U.S. government, the Justice Department, Homeland Security say? They say the veterans are the enemy.
Yeah. But you see, our government knows that Russia and China don't intend to nuke cities. They